Yo. It's your boy Trap Vision 3D, man. And we starting the show with 3 heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you guys for being here. Facebook, thank you guys for being here. It is a treat. I will be checking my Facebook messages to see who's talking. But today we're going to get to hear from these collectors, everybody that's been on the cruise. I know you guys had a lot to say about that battle, right? And we're going to talk to everybody here. We're going to talk to everybody here, man. So I do want to start with Felix.
Yes, sir.
Invicta Bama.
Invicta Bama, man. I like that, man. It's catchy. I'm always gonna be Felix the Great because, like I said, I didn't give that name to myself, and I'll tell that story some other time. But yeah, I like it. I'm Invicta Bama now.
Yep, Invicta Bama. Then we have Kev, aka Venom Kev. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. How are you? I'm
good, man. I'm good. And then the notorious VI to the C. We got, you know what's funny? We got 2 Venom veterans in here. You know what I'm saying? Like he had to pass the torch to, the new school, but we get into
it. He quite passed it. I mean, he's still there, brother.
No, he's definitely there, man. So yeah. What you about to say, bro?
No, listen. I'm gonna tell you something. And this is nothing against anybody else. I just I never called myself Venom Vic, and I just figured if it was like that, people would have called me that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it was just never there for me. So I didn't. You say you Venom Kev. You Venom Kev.
Well, Ryan dubbed me the name, not me. Ryan dubbed me that.
That's the best way to get a name when somebody else gives it to
you.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, hey, Godfather, I see you in the building, man. Oscar's in the building. Vincent,
what's up, Oscar?
In here. We got 2 Facebook group representatives here. We have INOC. All right. Tell me something, bro. Before, I'm gonna start with you real quick. I'm not sure when it happened, but when did you start INOC on Facebook?
Actually, Scott started the Invicta Not Out crew. He came up with the name, and when we was all on the Shop HQ chat. So Scott actually came up with the name, and and for fun, we started. He dubbed me vice president. Then we dubbed everybody else certain names like Master of Arms, stuff like that for fun. Right. And obviously, I noticed a lot of people had their own groups, like 757, the Maryland group, Vic's group, So I was like, Scott, let's shoot. And we've got enough people. Let's start our own group. And at first, he didn't really want to do it, but I was like, I mean, why not? It's just really just for fun. It don't really mean anything for real. But that changes though. It does start meaning something.
Yep.
And but anyway, one day I was going to Facebook. He sent me a message, and he's like, "Check it out." And he started the page, and we just started from there. And we're not even a year strong, and I think we got like 113 members now. And
dog. Yeah. So all right, for this crew,
I don't even think we're 8 months strong. I got to check, but yeah.
So this cruise, before you got on the cruise, you were under 100?
Yeah, well, before we got on the cruise, we were like 82 or something like that. We weren't even in the 90s. So the cruise definitely helped, and actually the cruise helped everybody because, like you said the other day when I mentioned it, you can see all of a sudden all these groups are welcoming these new members. So the cruise definitely blew up, for Invicta. In our groups. So that's how we got started. Again, most of the credit goes to Scott.
Okay.
It was my idea to start the page, and then he finally started it, and that's where we're at.
Okay. Hey, welcome in everybody. Corey, Watch Junkie, I see you in there. Of course, Godfather Oscar.
What's up, Watch Junkie?
And White that is watching. Vincent, I see you guys in there, man. And all the people that are watching on their devices or on their TVs. Thank you for watching us. You know what I'm saying? Venom Kev. Venom
Yes,
Kev.
sir.
I know you don't have a Facebook group, but you have been collecting Invicta for some time. And since then, I know we got a story you were on last week. Again, thank you for coming on.
That was my
dope.
pleasure, man. Thank you for having me.
We're definitely going to do it again because I love your energy.
That'd be great, man. I'm looking forward to it.
But I'm going to ask you your personal opinion on during the cruise, the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was your highlight for the battle? What was your highlight for that battle?
Oh, my shirt, bro. Come on, the banana
shirt.
Come on, brother.
Everybody
loved the banana shirt, man. I got comments all night, even before the battle.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite part was? I don't think I've ever had an opportunity to talk with Vic prior to that. I got to know him a little bit there. I got to know a little bit about his collection. We talked a little bit after that. We didn't talk a lot, but I got to know Vic. And Vic, you're a good dude, man. And I love you, and I can't wait to hang out with you again. I had an opportunity to hang out with Felix on the last cruise. Trap, we got to know each other more on the last cruise. But Vic, you're a good dude, man. And my favorite part of the battle was getting to know you a little bit better and building that relationship even further, man. So thank you.
That's awesome.
No, thank you, brother. That was a highlight for me. In fact, not trying to hijack your flow, Trap, but
go ahead.
You were the biggest wild card for me on this battle.
Really?
Because I'd battled Felix before, so I kind of had a feel for how he approaches a battle.
Yeah.
You were a complete wild card for me. So yeah, any trepidation I had, well, I mean, besides going up against Felix's amazing collection, was also having to go with an unknown quantity like yourself. So that definitely gave me a bit of a twist on battles that I'd done before.
You threw the atom bomb in there when you pulled out that NASA piece, bro. I was just like, this freaking guy. I'll tell you, man, I had an opportunity to buy one of those NASA pieces at the Hub a couple years ago when I went for their holiday sale. But it was one of their salads. If you don't know what their salad is, they take something from here, something from there, something from there. And it was a Sub-Aqua specialty case and cradle, but they had it on a random leather strap, and they wanted $400 for it. And I said, if this thing was $200, I would do it. I would change the bracelet on it, and I would make it my own. But I just couldn't spend $400 on the case and cradle, and then still have to spend another $200 on a bracelet, getting it on InvictaWatchbands.com. So I had to pass it up. But man, you that was the atom bomb right there, bro.
But Vic, you're right though, because like Vic said, me and him battled before, so I had an idea also, of what Vic was going to bring. I knew it was going to be some older ones I ain't never seen before, so I knew it'd be tough. I just hate that I wasn't around back then when those type of watches come out, because Invicta ain't making those kind of watches anymore. And there are certain watches like the Masterpiece that I showed, the Grand Diver. I think those, as the years go by, might be one of those rare ones that people might join 8 years from now. I wish they were around to get that one. But a lot of those older ones, man, I just hate that I missed out on them. And again, they're not really making those type watches anymore.
They're not, and that's actually a really good point, Felix. They're not making them a whole lot, and to be honest, I lucked up on a lot of those. My Sub-Aqua specialty, the NASA piece, that was a luck up. Lindsay, a lady who was a district manager for Invicta, she was getting out of the game, and she was liquidating her collection.
Wow.
And I asked, what you have special, and she showed me that. I was like, and I mean, when she showed it to me, it had a chip in the crystal. It was not in the best shape. So, I mean, sometimes it's about getting an older piece you might find on eBay with a broken strap or something else, and showing it some love and some rehabilitation.
Right.
I had to, as soon as I got it, I had to send it out to have a battery changed, the crystal replaced, and order a new bracelet for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like that what am I talking about? The Man of War, that I showed with the orange strap. after I saw yours, I wanted it, and I looked and I looked and I looked, and a fellow collector sold me the red one, but it came in a black strap. And Trap had the one that he bought on the last cruise that had the orange strap, and he knew I wanted the orange strap, so I had it mailed to him. He changed out the straps, and and I think Trap, I think you might have wanted the black strap as well, but he knew I wanted that orange strap, and he was willing to swap it out for me. But I had to search for that, and then I finally got the yellow one, and again, Trap knows where and how I got it. But they were hard to find. That yellow one was very hard to find.
It's still hard to find.
Yeah, it was very hard to find, and I got a good price on it. But they, eBay is a great source. But guys want $1,400 for that watch. And I didn't that, but
we're 11 minutes in, and I think this is a great time to ask, or not ask, but do that wrist check. So, Felix, we're going to start with you, sir.
All right. Well, speaking of Man of War, let me take it off so we can get a better look at it. I have a Man of War on, but it's the I guess they came out with the Man of War first, from my understanding. It's the Imperious Man of War.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, and I like the strap on it too. What's the strap called, y'all? It's called something with the polka dots on it. Like I thought it was called something. Was it ostrich? What'd you say?
Ostrich leather.
It was that. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's my one and only Imperious watch. I don't know if I got that upside down or not, but
and that's Salida 200.
Yep. And I got a really good deal on that one. Really good
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. And
somebody was wanting to sell it to me for $700, and I wound up paying like $200 for it somewhere else.
Yep. So Venom, Kev.
Yes, sir. We got the JT Ice Blue with the Cuban zirconias. Limited edition of 999. This is number 185. I think this is correct me on the movement, I think it's a 5040D. Is that what it is? Absolutely love
it looks
the JTs with the black spinels and the Cuban zirconias. The only problem I have with these is it's tough to read these, man, with the skeleton arms on it. Yeah. But as I've told Texas T 1,000 times, that's why we got the time on our phone, bro. Don't worry about what's on your wrist. Just look at the time on your phone.
All right, Mr. Vic, what you got?
So
what do you have, Vic? Just show us the watch. Just show us the thing watch.
Yeah, we don't need the 8-hour dissertation, man.
No, you know what?
Yeah, right. We don't need the backstory on it.
Oh, you're going to get a backstory on this one. Trust me, I'm going to say something about this. Just tell us, what's the watch?
This is the Invicta Excursion Valjoux 7750 automatic.
Is that fairly new?
Yes, it's new.
Just came in the mail today. After breaking the bank on this.
Yeah, you know what? You're in timeout, sir. I don't want to hear nothing else about this. Listen, let me tell y'all something, America. Let me tell you something real quick before I get into my watch of the day. This guy here, he calls me. He said, "Hey, Trap, what you doing?" I'm like, chilling, man. He was like, by the way, before we went on the cruise, a little situation happened. I may or may not have put some money in on one of those raffles online. And long story short, this guy won that watch on a stinking raffle for less than $20.
Wow.
Come on, man.
And let me tell you something, sis. We're going to be talking about the battle here. Now you got my blood, but I told you I was going to get you. We're going to talk the prices of y'all watches that y'all chose in the battle right after I show you my, and it's funny what you called out, Felix, because here.
There you go. I can already tell what that is.
Yeah,
I can see it.
So, yeah, this is the one that we're talking about.
Pressed carbon.
The prototype.
Red October.
Yes, this is the prototype. So, and I was surprised that Felix didn't mention that during the battle.
I thought about it. I thought about it.
I was like, yo, because that's the man story.
Right.
Yeah. The thing about it is, when you was like, man, I would love that orange strap, and I was like, you know what? I think you okay, cool. Here, I told his source, send the watch to me. I'll assemble it and send it out to Felix. And so what
and
Felix has
to tell
really
that story, but when you're up on stage a little bit,
I know.
You kind of forget.
But I just want to say this for the sake of saying, I have the prototype. So the watch that Felix has was built off of this very watch.
Right.
Now you have a Salida 500. They use the this right here is actually Etta that they used in here, the very first one. So they built your watch off of this one, but you have the strap from the original watch.
Okay.
So you got a hybrid, you know what I'm saying? So just going forward, just giving you that information.
I gotta remember that for my next battle. I heard that.
Now back to this guy here. Felix, matter of fact, before we get to the you know, put yourself on ice, sir. Felix,
what's up?
The watches that you played during the battle, I want to know what, like when you brought your watches on there, what were you thinking? Were those your favorite watches, or like how did you choose the watches that you were gonna bring on the ship?
Well, I didn't know I was gonna be on the battle, so that was a surprise. But
right.
But with you, you never know, you know. So
I'm a
wild might have been something in the back of my mind, but I just bought. I don't know. I mean, when you got so many watches, it's hard to you want to bring them all. But I just brought what I liked it and what I thought was cool and what most people haven't seen just yet. So
okay.
I just kind of went around and like, all right, I'll take this one, I'll take that one. I knew I was going to bring all 4 of the masterpieces, because all those came out kind of around the same time, and not everybody's got all 4 of them. And I knew I was going to bring the Men of Wars, because in case I was in a battle. But for the most part, I just kind of walked around my room and like, all right, I bring this one, I bring that one, I bring that one. And I think I brought a total of like 24, 25 watches, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So let's put a pin in this real quick. The watches that you chose for the battle, what do you think, like general, like the overall cost of the watches?
Oh, snap. One watch was, $1,400.
Yeah, I know that was
yeah. So I guess, overall, and it was what we showed 7. Oh man, if I'm guessing, because that one was 800. I'm saying at least $5,000.
So you had about $5,000. Okay.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
So all right, Kevin. Now you knew you was coming into a battle. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you backstory, we knew that we were going to have a 2-on-1. Felix didn't know. I already knew in my mind I was going to bring Felix up for a battle, and I told Kev that he was going to have a partner. He just didn't know who, because I didn't want Kev talking. I wanted to be a surprise, and I told him the day before we got on the ship. So
it wasn't like I could run home.
Right, Felix was like, "Oh, okay." Like, I bet. So, Kev, what would you say the price of like choosing your watches? What did you like as far as you was gonna battle?
When I chose them, I wasn't trying to go for the most expensive or the most diamonds. What I was trying to do was what I think the battle should actually be. I think the battle should be how numbered limited edition, how rare the watch is, the materials used, whether the dial is different, whether it's titanium, whether it's the pressed carbon like you have, just material there. Then you think about stones, whether it's black spinels, black diamonds, whether there's a certain amount of diamonds on it. For me, it's rarity, it's uniqueness. That's what I'm looking for. So, I brought one that was a pure prototype, had a blank back on it. That one that was the Swiss-made R150 that had the sandstone around the case. That literally the only one of that style that had the sandstone. And they had that on the last cruise that you guys put together, the Maryland group put together, and they put that on the ship specifically for us in the Invicta store. The other ones that I chose, most of my high-end rare watches, I actually buy on discounts. Like the Purple Grand Excursion, I got that with a 40% discount. Right. The Venom Gen 1 that was number 2 out of 300, the Heritage, I got that on as is. I got that for $300 using a 20% coupon. Ooh. So I paid $240 for that. So as far as price wise, and I only showed 5, remember, Felix showed 7. Out of my 5, I want to say probably under under 1,200 or under 1,500 because, like I said, I try to do more of the bargain shopping, and I didn't really bring or show any of my quote unquote high diamond pieces because, you know, the ones like that, they're not numbered limited edition, and a lot of people have them. What I was thinking of doing, and I wasn't sure if you were going to accept it or not, I was literally about to just, you know what, with my case open, I was going to grab all 5 of the Venom lines and just be like, bam, here's all 5. But I thought you'd have been like, no, you can't show 5. But, you know, I had the whole collection.
That's a good idea, though.
About doing it, but I didn't.
You know what, Kev? That may be because listen, we can approach it like playing spades. If you got a hand, you know there's going to test. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You drop it.
Yeah.
Like,
I've seen people with the silver one. I've seen people with the gold one, the blue one. I have never known anybody else to have all 5 colors.
Hey, look, we can literally do something like that in the future. We'll work some stuff out. And you know the beauty about it, I don't have to come up with all the details by myself because I got people that help me because it was really Vic's idea to do the 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
really?
I was like,
all right.
Okay, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, Vic. No, honestly, because you've been collecting longer than both of them, I think. You and Kevin, Kev, I know you've been collecting for a while.
I've been buying, but not really collecting. But yes.
Well, Vic has been like saturated. You know what I'm saying? Because you used to work for Invicta. What was your mindset when you came to like what you were going to play?
So I know that both of these guys, if we got into a diamond fight, both of them would bottom me. Okay. Your collection is only as good as you think it is. It's all about what you value in your watches. And I'm one of those people. I know Invicta makes beautiful watches. The diamond pieces are beautiful. I also know that a gemologist checking the integrity and the quality of those diamonds would not value it as highly as some of us would think they would. I think that's the best way I can say that.
Okay.
I agree.
So when you are looking at what makes a watch valuable, from my point of view, it's like Kev said, rarity. Sometimes the circumstances under which they were acquired, any historical significance, like for instance, the piece that I showed that Jim Skelton had owned. You know, that's something niche that collectors would value.
Right.
Plus the fact that it was the first sub-aqua specialty ever. You know, not just the first model, the first period ever. That makes it kind of a big deal. And then, you know, any rarity and anything, you know, special about it, I think is and the movement, of course, the movement.
Right.
You got to factor in the movement, how complicated the movement is. Like, for instance, I've got 2 types of favorite movement. I have a favorite automatic movement and a favorite quartz movement. My favorite automatic movement, I think we all know, Valjoux is my love language. All right, Valjoux 7750 is my favorite Swiss automatic. My favorite quartz movement is the F, the Master Calendar movement, 5040F.
5040, yep.
And I just, you know, I love those movements. I love the complications on it. It doesn't get more complicated than a Master Calendar.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, so that draws me. Something as vast and amazing as time, and we measure it using this mechanical doodad with a bunch of different complications.
Doodad.
That's what I value in a watch.
Okay. And you know the interesting thing. So between Venom Kev, Felix, you guys had a number. I mean, y'all heat, like, and I'm calling it heat, bro, because just in that box like that. Man, this dude had a $1,400 watch. You know what I'm saying? The Lamborghini engine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I said, dude, that's sick, right? And anytime you have one of these, bro, like, you got me. And plus, he had the yellow one there too.
Yeah.
Plus the one that's on your wrist. Now, I like that one because it's imperious and there's history in that, right?
And I had this with me too. I was waiting on the show this too.
Yeah, I was looking at your case is like before we got started, and I was like, and I looked over at you. I was like, boy, you about to have. I said,
and that yellow one, Vic, check out that yellow one. You know, again, I didn't show it. I might show it next time or whatever if I battle again. Which I mean, anytime I'm offered a battle, I ain't scared. But there was only 250 of those yellow ones made, right?
Yeah, only 250 in the yellow.
The SW 500.
SW 500.
Okay, and that was the one I got was 48. You know,
48.
Yeah. To get that low of a number at this point, you know, Trap. You know, when I got it, I ain't got it maybe 3-4 months ago, or whatever it might have been, and to get that low of a number, and for the price I got it at.
So
mine's 99. So yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I was gonna go in a different direction with you, Vic, but I'm done picking with you and your little the way you collect. But I do wanna announce this or like bring this to Felix. You've been in like 3.5 going on 4 years, and in that time frame, we can't deny you've picked out a lot of amazing pieces, right? Kev, you blew me away at that expo, bro. All of the same colorways. That was, and you know I love uniformity, bro. It was dress right dress. I said, as soon as I saw that, I was like, man, yo, Cam got it together. And
since then, I bought 2 more with that turquoise.
Bro, you know what's crazy? And at the very top of your turquoise, you had the tiger's eye. So there was a theme. I was like, it was just something about that. It was artistic, man. And then I can't lie, Vic, when you opened your box and I saw the old heat you got in there. So you have generational collectors in this thing, right? Vic's collection, the value, man, how many, let me just answer this one question. How many of your watches did you get from a raffle?
I have won the raffle since 2016 17 times.
God damn. The reason I said that because I won the raffle. I won a raffle probably at least 5-6 times. I'm thinking he's gonna say like 7, 8, and I'm like, well, shit, I'm close to him 17 times. Bro, I know collectors that have been doing raffles for years. They ain't never won one time.
Exactly. Listen, it's one in the building right now, Mr. 10 watch or 9 watch, depending on what time of the day it is.
Yeah. T-Y.
Down one.
So I'm gonna tell you like this.
What's up, Tony?
You have the name, the Notorious VIC, right? You have the name Cool Calm Collective. You also have the name of Sniper. That is your official name. Listen, after tonight, it is official. I want to be official. We're going to say this right here publicly, worldwide. Everybody, people, all my people in India, all of my people over there in the UK. All right, Belfast, what's happening? Meet Sniper, the only man within the Invicta community. No, the Invicta universe, because now you're outside the realm of community. All right, you're like Thanos at this point. I've never seen somebody so lucky, and he's not winning just like anything. Val Jules,
right?
I am done, and this is what he's battling y'all with.
When you win these, are you buying like one ticket, or are you?
That's why it calls him Sniper, because my policy is one shot, one kill.
17.
If God wants me to have that watch, it's only going to take one ticket.
Imagine the person that bought like 10 tickets. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the people that bought 10 tickets and 15, whatever it is.
No, they have though.
Yeah, I'd be upset. This song bitch on one.
Listen, I was in a raffle with this dude. I bought 2 tickets, right? I saw somebody win in 10 tickets, and I'm sitting there waiting on it. and it was a value, and I was like, I'm sitting there waiting on it, and it finally went, and I was like, tick. I seen my name ticking around. I said, oh yeah, it's close to my name, and it goes bypass my name by 3. It goes to Vic.
Wow, that's impressive.
I was like, you, and I was mad at him because he had just won one like a couple months before that.
And Vic, every 17 has been like one ticket or whatever.
So
every time or
I've just really been blessed. Like that sub aqua specialty I've been talking about. That was my first value. That was my first raffle win.
Wow.
And then that happened in May, and then in November, I won 2 sub aqua Noma 5s in the same raffle. One of them was quartz, the other one was automatic. That was my first Salida automatic. My first Swiss automatics came from the raffle.
Wow.
Of all, let's see, 1, 2. I've won 3 Valjus, a bunch of Salidas, 1 R150.
Man, those aren't no jokes.
Most of my Swiss automatics have come from the raffle.
Is that from the original?
Last year, I got 4 Valjus that those were the first Valjus I actually paid for from Invicta stores because they had that crazy sale last winter.
Yeah.
But before then, I mean, I credit Mike Farrow's raffles for making Swiss automatics affordable for somebody like me, because back then, I promise you, the pockets were not like that.
Yeah. You know, I don't own any SW500s. I own one 7750. I have a few SW200s and a few R150s, but someday I'd really like to get an SW500. But the only reason I do have that Value 7750 is when they lowered the price on Invicta stores for the Venom Cobra. I think they lowered it to
it's like $3.99.
Yeah,
something
like $3.99, and I got it I think it was maybe 7 months ago, and I bought the one. Yeah, man, I don't have nearly the complex Swiss autos that you do. They're impressive, man. They're impressive.
And is that a direction that you want to go in, Kev?
You know, I would just like to have one in my collection. It's not a direction that I really want to go into. They're nice to have. It's nice to say you have it. My favorite automatics are either R150 or the SW200. I just like that it's it doesn't have pushers. It just has the crown. It's nice and clean. Right. The movement is nice and smooth. Right. Has the date window. So for me, I like that. It's nice and clean. Yes, I do like as far as quartz, I do like the master calendars. I have a ton of the Venom fusions with the master calendar in them. But for me, I like the what is it? Is it 8040N, the one with the snapback, the retrograde snapback?
Yeah, retrograde. Yep.
Yeah, that for me, I like the way that the face is laid out, and I do like that snapback feature. I think for me, it's more of the aesthetics. So for me, that's my favorite quartz movement. But I do very, very much like the master calendar, like you said. Yeah.
Okay, I can dig that, man. I like that. You know, between the three of you guys, I witnessed a lot, you know, especially with this cruise. I know you guys had a lot of fun. I know Felix, you and Venom Kev, I seen you guys hang out a lot, you know what I'm saying, eating and drinking and stuff, like we just interacting. But my takeaway really, Vic, again, the walks in the morning, you know what I'm saying? We was getting up, getting after it, and trying to sneak up on Godfather is impossible. It's impossible. All right? Okay, and I know
like 5 a.m., Eddie.
Here's the crazy thing. You may have, and there's times where you can get up on Godfather, right? But if you don't have the picture, it didn't happen. That's all I'm gonna say. You have to take the picture, you know what I'm saying? But the thing, my takeaway with you guys, one, again, I thank you guys for the battle, because we did something that may never happen again. Who knows? But we had a comedy club, you know what I'm saying? And I still have to give credit to Diane, China Doll, and Richard Oso. it's being the very first ones. You know what I'm saying? They were my prototypes for that. That was amazing. And then you add you guys, man, because being up on that stage when I even came to songs like, oh man, because people kept walking in and they were like, what's going on? What is this?
Right.
And I'm looking over at people, and there was a point in time where I got nervous. I didn't even go. I was like, bro, I was like,
yeah. You was the MC.
hey, bro,
Shoot.
I got nervous at one point, man, and I was like, oh.
But we all did good though, man. When you played the edited version the other day, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, we all did good. You know, I was very proud of all of us. You know, and like Trap, I talked to you yesterday. It's always funny to see yourself on video, also. You know, and for me to hear my voice, and you know, it's just different. You know, I mean, I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way, but it's always funny to see yourself on video.
No,
Not at all. Actually, to tell the truth, if there's one thing I positively hate about myself, it's the sound of my own voice. I hate my voice. I feel like my voice is too nasally. Growing up, I was always waiting for puberty to kick in, and I was hoping I was going to get that deep baritone Barry White voice. Just never happened. So yeah, I'm definitely conscious of how I sound.
I agree with you in the voice too, because everybody tells me I got the raspy voice or whatever, and watching the video, I really heard it. I was like, damn.
Yeah, you never sound.
My brother tells me it's like you talking with a bunch of rocks in your mouth.
Yeah, you never sound like you think you do, because when you hear it, you're probably hearing the voice, the vibrations through your own head coming to your ears. But when you watch it on video, it's funny. When I hear myself on video, I hear my cousin Doug. I'm like, is that Douglas?
That's funny.
Hey, you know what, Felix, your voice during that, like you have different modes to your voice. Like right now, it's not as raspy.
Right.
Like when you was on that, man, bro, you sound like a truck switching gears, bro.
You see, that's the nervousness. That's the nervousness. Yes, because in my congregation, you know, every now and then I got to stand up and give a talk, and you know, again, I'm standing up on the stage in front of everybody. You get those nerves. My voice does change. Yeah, you know, and it's just more raspy. It's just more. That's just the nervousness. Right now, I'm not nervous. I'm cool. I'm talking to y'all, so it does sound different. Yeah.
You got the whole. If you ever listen to old Louis Armstrong albums, you sound a lot like him, Felix. You definitely got that. You know, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing kind of voice going on.
Yeah. Hey, I do have a question for all three of you guys. What do you think about? Even though we're completed the battles, would you guys be interested in actually giving us a lesson on some of your favorite collections? You know what I'm saying? Individually, of course. So if you like, hey, Vic, I would love for you to come up and give a lesson on some of the stuff that you got and why you collect. Felix, I would love to know why you collect some of the stuff that you have. But cool. Like giving you like an hour to yourself to just go through your collection versus having a battle. You know what
that would do for me? It'll better me tell the story of
right.
The certain watches I got for a reason and how I got them. So that'd be dope. Yeah.
What you about to say, Kev?
Yeah, I think that would be fantastic. You know, like we spoke about last week when we did the interview. I'm not much about, you know, talking about myself too much in that aspect, but I would love to talk about my watches. I would love to talk about what I love about certain collections, as far as like I said, the Master Calendar of Venom Fusions, the Jason Taylor Black Spinels, all the ones with the turquoise dial, the reasons why I like each one of those and things like that. That would be a lot of fun, man. And plus, I mean, obviously we'd each have to do a little bit of research of our own, make some notes, but you know, we'd be able to educate ourselves while also educating other people. That'd be fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, so I just want to offer that up. So, you know, everybody in the chat net, here's the deal. I did that years ago, and if anybody remember, I was calling it Who's Next, right? And it was basically who's the next collector that you're going to get to know and learn, because this is why I love doing what I do, right? I got into Invicta because of you guys. A lot of people interesting
Right.
stories, the love that people shared and stuff like that. So I just want to extend that and open that back up.
Yeah.
And man, we can always talk about watches, bro. Like, man, Felix, you said you got 500 plus watches.
The last time I counted, I had 425, and that's been months and months ago. So I got to be pushing it. I'm not. If I'm guessing, I'm probably at like 470, 475. But the last time I counted, I had 425. And heck, I came off the cruise with 4 more watches. So and then I came home to 2 watches that were sitting for me. So that's just 6 watches there. And again, last time I counted, it had been at least 4, 5, 6 months ago. So yeah, I'm pretty close to it. So.
Look like Vic, you froze, bro. I don't know if you can
come back, Vic.
Okay, there we go.
It's all that banging. He got some construction in his house or something.
You know what? I don't know what's going on upstairs.
Yeah,
but I have
it's like you got
3 and a 4-year-old who must be giving their mother and their auntie the blues while I'm down here.
Yeah.
Hey, now I got something. This is important because we talked about nicknames. We talked about what's given inside the community. And because you guys are my champions, now Vic, actually, he won the battle as being what the judges voted on. However, all 3 of you guys victorious in my eyes.
But
right?
hey, it was 4-3 though. It was 4-3, so it ain't like he spanked us now.
Oh, so no, and hey, no. Here's the deal. Relax, Felix. All right, I'm gonna start calling you Ultimate Prime, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is my thing though, because I need y'all to help me out or help a collector out. It's in the chat right now. We got a collector right now. And this has to be decided on by some heavyweights. You can like people that's battle tested, people that's been in the community. Whether like Felix, you the newest, you're not a baby anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You up there. You feel me? You big dog. But you guys have to help me decide something, right? There was a collector that got called out during our trip. Right, we were in San Juan, and he got kind of put in a position because he wasn't on a vacation with us. He did come out, right? And somebody questioned him being the king of magnums, right?
Ooh.
Now, I just want to put this to a vote between you guys. Does this collector keep his title as being the king of magnums, or has he been dethroned?
Was he ever actually throned is the thing, because wait a minute. I'm sorry. Is this a new collector or are we talking about Vic?
We're talking about Vic.
Right. Now who throned them king of magnums? Did something?
No, hey, now wait a minute. Now, let's get this understood.
Okay.
This man, I didn't know anybody else that was collecting as many magnums in the magnitude that he was.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He set it out that 64 slot dive case. He literally in 1 year said his goal was to fill that case up.
Right.
It was televised. It was talked about, and then it was accomplished. And then they brought out the Magnum Trias, right? And after he hit his goal of 64 Magnums, right? They start bringing out Trias. He said, "Well, you know what? Seeing that they're going to do this Tria thing, he started a new goal as to doing the Trias. Unfortunately, y'all see where we are right now. Invicta dropped the ball.
Right.
And listen, anybody from Invicta, if you're looking, y'all ain't doing no magnums. I saw the new magnums y'all got. All y'all did was recycle colorways, or y'all put the Tiffany blue. Ain't nothing new. And then you didn't even put the Z60 or nothing, or 5040D, nothing. You put a VD53 in that thing. That's all I'm saying. And I can say that I've been a collector since 2014. I'm not liking that whatsoever. But coming back to my man Vic, and he has 74 magnums.
Wow.
It's up to you guys, man. Is he dethroned or does he?
Who has more?
But why would he be dethroned?
Yeah, is there anyone challenging him for the throne?
Nobody's challenged him for the throne. They question him because he wasn't.
He still
okay. All right. Okay.
I'll
he still has it. So, Vic is still the man of Magnum. Okay. Yeah.
I've never had the opportunity to meet Vic. I did a collector's event in Times Square, and I invited him there, but I think he had Rangers tickets that day, and the game was in the afternoon, so he didn't make it. I got to meet Richard Oso for the first time then, and Jerry Jones, both gentlemen. Had a fantastic time with them, and also Richard's wife. We had an amazing time with everybody. But Vic has always been a perfect gentleman on the chat with me, always telling me to stay safe, always telling me, as far as my career and everything. I can't take anything away from Vic. I don't know anybody else that has as many magnums as him.
Right.
And even though I've never met the man, I love the man. So yeah, he's got the throne and he's gonna keep it, brother.
All right, and there you go. And I had to hear from my champions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My battle-tested champions. So Magnum Vic, bro, congratulations, sir. You are still Magnum Vic. You know what I'm saying? Let's give it up for my man, Magnum Vic.
Hey, even though every time he sees me on the chat, he says he has to leave.
Yeah, he'll still stay in the chat and harass you.
Is Vic on right now? Trap, I can't see anybody in the chat. Is he on right now?
Yeah, he's on. He's on.
Hey, Vic, here we go again, right? He knows what I'm talking about on that one.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm talking about, man.
That had nothing to do with you, Fee. It was somebody else.
Okay, and Godfather, I don't know of anyone that has more magnums than Vic.
That's right. That'd be the only way he could be dethroned.
Welcome in. Thank you for being here. And ladies and gentlemen, for those that just came in here, what you're seeing, these gentlemen that's on the screen, we all cruise together. They have been Invicta collectors for quite some time, some longer than others. Vic being the veteran of us, and you got Felix, which is Felix Bama, Invicta Bama, and we got Venom Kev, and
I'll change that after a while. I'm on my laptop. I changed it on my phone. I just forgot.
Oh no, you good.
Yeah.
I have this to say. I've cruised with them, I've eaten with them, I've drank with them, and stellar gentlemen. Me and Felix, I was walking through the ship. And Felix
I was hoping you'd tell this.
He was just talking about the Invicta family. And I walked up. He said, see, look, there go one right here. He go right here. And I was like, what? So he was just talking about me. So we sat down and I confirmed everything that he was talking. They was like, wow. So he was holding the crowd, man. And the one thing that I was proud of in that moment is it wasn't about Invicta at that point. It was more about the camaraderie, the love, the family. That's the thing is, there's a such thing as Invicta, everybody. We get that. Whoop-de-doo. But it's for real, bro. But there's nobody going to tell me it all started with a watch. It's not even cliche. Dude, I wouldn't have met Felix. I wouldn't have met Venom Kev, man, you guys are awesome guys. I just sat down. I done broke bread. You know what's crazy? I was out in Pennsylvania, and I got a chance to break bread with Vic and his family, his baby girl. You know what I'm saying? So that was amazing, and it took some time for her to kind of get warm up to us. Right. But then he's sitting there, he's shaking and everything, and he was like, "Man, I got to go to the bathroom." I said, "Go ahead." He turned to her, he said, "You gonna be okay?" She said, "Yeah, go on. I'm sitting here with family." You know what I'm saying? She was so man, we talked, laughed, and we just enjoyed it. I hated to leave. And I ended up getting a freaking speeding ticket on the way home. The cop got the wrong person. I wouldn't even go on. I was like, yo, you got the wrong dude. He had the same color car. I said, anyway.
Hey, Trav, if I can say something real quick, too.
Go ahead.
I had, I think I told you this the other day. Darren asked me, he just asked me a random question like, why do you come to the events? Why do you, why are you here? And he wasn't being sarcastic or nothing like that. He was just wanting my feel. And I was like, my first answer was, I just wanted to be a part of something. Being a part of this people, this cruise, and just being a part of something. I'm 54 years old, I'm over there, kind of chilling. Hey, put her up on me. Hey, I miss those days, man. I miss those days. Is that your daughter or your granddaughter?
That's my son.
That's
That's
his
your son. I'm sorry. But I miss when they were that little. But yeah, long story short, I just glad to be a part of a group, to be a part of
All
something,
good.
you
All
know,
good.
because a Friday night, Saturday night, Wednesday night, being on here with y'all,
Yeah.
that's my weekend.
Yeah, I mean, after me and Trap did the chat last week, I think we talked for what? We talked for another hour.
Yeah.
Just you and me chatting back and forth.
Right.
On video together. Obviously, it wasn't live, but we just had a good hour conversation. And he could have just had me on, be like, "All right, man, peace out, Kev. I gotta go. I got this. I got that." But we just chatted, man, and that's what this is all about. It's we love collecting the watches. We love wearing them. We love showing them to people that don't know anything about them. But it's about the community. For me, that is the number one thing about collecting and about these events, is getting together with people that have somewhat like interests. Obviously, we all have different interests at the same time, but coming together over that one thing and learning things about each other, and coming together and learning different things about different people that you normally would not have met in your everyday life.
Right.
And that's for me, that's the best part of the entire thing.
Right.
Yeah, and I second that, man. And before we get up out of here, just want to let everybody know that's watching right now, Saturday at 7:15, I'll be going live with KJ, and he's another amazing collector. He's been on the podcast with RJ. VK's been on the podcast with RJ. And if you're in the Florida area, I'll tell you, was it invictacollectors.com? Is gmail.com.
Right, that's his. Yeah,
that's Ryan's email. Send him a message so you can actually get on with him. If you
I'm actually on the list to be on the list. Show, so,
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you travel a lot too.
Oh yeah.
But I will be with Kev this let me see.
This Saturday, you said?
Saturday, right? And we're doing a giveaway. We're doing a watch giveaway. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna be here for about an hour.
Vic, you are not allowed to enter. No.
Yeah. You see him? Vic, you see Vic? He was about to.
No, you're banned, bro. You're banned.
God, dog, bro.
Yeah, no notorious.
One shot, one kill, bro. Get out of here, sniper. You feel me? But we're gonna do our thing together. We're gonna give away a watch. I'm giving away 2 knives, and it's just to share. It's just to share this love, this passion of this hobby that we collect all the time. Like we just that we dig in. Oh yes, happy Thanksgiving. So yes, it is Turkey Day. We're in the holidays, and there's a lot to be upset about right now. United States isn't so united. However,
half of them are upset for sure.
However, at this
only 40% fee.
40.
Well, at this present time, think about this. At this present time, you have your health. You definitely got Wi-Fi or some type of. If you're watching this, you have the ability to see this. Right? This is a luxury. Okay.
Right.
So be thankful, count your blessings, and all that good stuff. And I'm not trying to be preachy.
He got watches.
And he got an $18 watch that costs more than that, but whatever.
It's like a $700 watch.
$700 watch for $18.
That
you know what I'm
saying? $18.
Yeah. You know how it is. But I just want us to really think about what this is, what we have. Please don't take this for granted. We got life. You're breathing. You're above ground right now. I used to ask this old man. I'm like, "How you doing?" He said, "Man, hey, I'm above ground. I'm blessed." What else can you say about that?
Exactly.
Jay Jones, you're going to be banned if you come in here talking about you only got 20 watches. I'm sick of you.
I did want to say this too, Trap, before we cut away.
Yes.
So, in the interest of family, I found out, I got to discover that Felix really is a true gentleman in this game. Shortly before our battle, we were looking at the pieces that Invicta had for sale. And for years, we have, during the month of October, most of us are rocking at some point in that month a pink watch. For breast cancer. I have never owned a pink watch. Trap, you know this, but I recently discovered, and when I say recently, I'm talking about in the last 2 years, recently discovered I was adopted. And then through, building a relationship with my biological father, I find out that I had 4 other siblings. 2 of those siblings, sisters of mine, both of them have fought and overcome breast cancer. One of them just a couple of months ago rang the bell. And, it bothered me this particular year. It didn't bother me any other year, but this year it bothered me that I didn't own a pink watch to wear in October. So they had a pink Venom for sale on the ship. And I looked at it, I said, okay, that's it. This is the opportunity to do that. I asked the guy, about the watch. He said, yeah, but he's already interested. And he was talking about Felix. And I said, well, Felix, let me know if you don't want that. And, he said, you know what? I think I'm going to pull the trigger. And then he looked at me and then he said, unless there's a specific reason you want the watch. And I told him about my sister. He said, you go ahead, Vic. That's yours. You get that. And
I forgot about that.
I appreciate that. That's a big deal to me, Felix. That was honorable and cemented your place in my mind, in my heart, as a true gentleman in this game.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey, and that's what it's all about. We can't ask for nothing else other than that, man. I appreciate that. Gentlemen, we're going to end on that note. It has been a pleasure having you guys up. Kev, thank you so much for coming up. Felix, thank you. Vic, I appreciate you guys. Everybody in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. I'm going to leave. This is going to be the comment we're going to leave out on. Felix is legendary. And thank you guys. Thank everybody, man. Dwight, thank you for becoming a member on this channel. And everybody that has held us up, held this channel down. Thank you so much. I don't take this for granted. I appreciate you. Not getting emotional, but I'm thankful for your views. I'm thankful for your comments. I'm even thankful for your ridicule, those that's passing by. You love Invicta, you don't love. I appreciate every comment. Every comment. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. I'm not going to censor, but I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? This Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for all you guys. You guys could have been doing anything else tonight. Kev, you with your family. Thank you for, hey, tell your family thank you for sharing you at this point, because you could be with your family chilling. And I'm going to let you get back, because I know, Vic, I know you got stuff, and you got your son is like, yo, Dad, time is up. Let's go.
Yeah, they were banging on the ceiling.
Yeah, so other than that, hey, we out of here. We're going to, like I said, I'm going to leave that comment up. Felix is legendary. Felix, thank you for being the awesome guy.
Appreciate it. Yes,
and until the next lightning strike, man, hey, y'all have some, don't eat too much. Matter of fact, splurge. Just do what you do.
I'm going to get fat.
Y'all be
Good night, everybody.
Happy night, y'all. Good night.